Yo, Tech Leads, I'm Cobra. If you're looking for a portable projector, this might be the one. I was looking for a projector that had a built-in battery so I could take outdoors for a variety of reasons. The most recent use of it was to show my football team highlights of the last game and to prepare them for the upcoming game. So I was able to take this outdoors, display it on the wall, and they're able to enjoy it, right? So I needed something. This one has a 5200 milliamp battery. Now I know I'm gonna butcher the name. Artlii. It's Artlii, home theater projector. Now this is so small. Look how small it is, right? Very portable. The stand, the tripod detaches, and I just needed something that I can take, easily throw into my backpack. It comes with this carrying case, it comes with a remote, and you're good to go. 5200 milliamps. Now, how long does that last you? I did have it set up for Halloween, and I projected spooky images out my window. It's rated for 3 hours, but it lasted about 2:30, around 2 hours and 30 minutes. Yes, I could have plugged it in, but that would have been the best way for me to test how long it would last. And 2.5 hours. And the beauty of it is, it comes with a charger, of course, but you can plug in a battery pack to use it outdoors if you don't have an outlet or anything like that. But just to give you a rundown what this projector has and what it can do. Looking at the back, it has HDMI in, auxiliary for speakers. It does not have Bluetooth for speakers. But if you hook it up to a device, then yeah, you can hook up your device to Bluetooth, and that's what we did for Halloween. Has USB. You can plug in a thumb drive, and you can play your content from there. Has the micro USB plug, and then there's the power button, and there's the focus, and that's the charging light. You can also play content wirelessly. That's what I prefer. I use the Apple AirPlay, and it works beautifully. I did do Bearcast with my Android, and it worked out exactly the same. It worked out pretty nicely. Now it's a native 480 resolution, 480p, but it does support 1080p. It doesn't project at 1080p, but the image, it can support a feed of 1080p. And while it's up there, it looks 480. On the wall, it looks 480. We were able to see, a lot of the content, and it looks great. But I couldn't really see the details that I wanted to see, like the blocking techniques and things like that. But for most applications, it works out well. 480 is good enough for my purposes outdoor. But if you want something a little cleaner, a little crisper, then this is not for you. I mainly wanted it for the portability, taking it outdoors, and the versatility, the different ways I can hook up content to it. So it works out great. It also says that you can play 3D images, but you need glasses. I haven't tried that at all. What I really love is the auto keystone correction. Now, I'm familiar with Projector at work, but I always have to configure it correctly and adjust the keystone to get it nice and level. This one does it automatically, and I love that feature. I don't know if that's a standard feature across the board, but I love it. You don't have to worry about it, and it works great. Has a nice metal casing, feels pretty durable. It's in my backpack, I take it around. I've dropped it on my floor here and there, and it works out. It bounces right back. It costs $200 on Amazon. I'll put the link in the description if you're interested, but of course I'm gonna show you some things. I'm gonna show you some footage. I'm gonna show you how it looks. Now, in the daytime, I close all my blinds in the Cobra pit, and I display it on the wall. And yes, you can see it, but it looks a whole lot better in darkness, of course. It doesn't have to be dark. I don't really know how to measure how light or how dark it is, but it works in a dark room. It works on the wall. They have speakers on here, but they're pretty weak. I wouldn't recommend you relying on them. I would either hook up speakers or, like I said, use the Bluetooth from your device. It comes with a tripod that's a little wobbly. Make sure you have it nice and stable. You have it nicely tightened down, and it'll work from there. So I'm gonna show you how this works. One thing to note is you need to use the remote from right behind, because that's the IR contact. So you have to be behind it. You can't be from the side. It doesn't work at that angle. So I'm going to turn this on. Beautiful. Woo! Go ahead and put that on the wall right there. And right now I'm about 3.5 feet away from the wall. And you can see my picture is maybe like 35 inches right now. Pretty close. It's still pretty bright in here, but you can still see everything. So there it is. There's the focusing. Now if I dim the lights, let's see what it looks like. Hey Siri, turn the lights off.
Okay, the lights are off.
Check that out. In a dark room, it looks beautiful. Nice and crisp. Go ahead and hit the focus again. There it is. And I like to use iOS Cast. So what you have to do in whatever device you use, of course HDMI is there, whatever you want to use. So if I go down to iOS Cast, now on my device, I'm gonna hook it up. And there we go, some of my thumbnails from the last video. All right, it's all up here. It looks good. The video's playing. It won't be playing on here, but it's playing on there. But the beauty is if I just click on it and I fast forward, I rewind, it works out wonderfully. Check that out, right? And like I said, I use the speakers from the device, or I've plugged in the speakers. So the picture quality looks pretty good. Again, 480, it doesn't look the same. This is coming from a 1080p feed, and it looks good. It looks good. Now if I go into a game, just to check out the latency, if you guys gonna hook this up, maybe have a sleepover for the kids and they wanna come play. There's a sound coming from the projector itself. I'm gonna tell you, as soon as I pushed. A little bit of latency, but oh, there's a little hiccup. This is my first time gaming on it. So if you notice, gaming runs smoothly. I wouldn't recommend it for gaming as much as I would for content, watching movies and things like that. So let's see how big this thing can get. So right now I got it about 9 to 10 feet away. I got it about 9 to 10 feet away. You can see it is huge on the wall. If I could, let me just turn on the light so you get a reference with my couch right there. See, that's the bottom of the couch right there. I would say that's about, that's about 90, at least 90 inches right there. So here we go, play it.
Phone only for gamers? Wait a minute. Who are gamers? Many people game on their phone, but some phones are designed for
Right, if you have people over, you got a fight on or something, you want to throw it on in the backyard, this will get the job done. I think it's worth the $200 for me. I'm not a big guy when it comes to the specs of projectors because this is my first one I bought and I've used them at work, and this one fits the bill. This one does exactly what I need. If you need a portable projector that you can take outdoors that has a built-in battery, you might want to look right here. The Artlii 1-2 Mana. It's called the Mana with the built-in battery. So I hope y'all enjoyed this. Check it out. If you have any questions, hit me up. If I left out something, this is my first projector review, and I think I pretty much covered everything that I needed it for. So let me know if you have any questions. Like I said, man, it's a great value at $200. You can find projectors for less, but not with a built-in battery. All right, tech leads. Have any questions? Hit me up in the comments, and we do this for y'all, man.